You like the energy? Is it good?
What's up? Yeah, that's my family.
Is this your family? Aw.
Yeah, I snuck them in.
You snuck them in. Okay, did I get your name right?
Yes,
Did I?
yes,
Okay.
you got my name right.
Yes.
You know, it's one of those names, too, where you can get very animated with it. You can be like, Gabriel Iglesias, or you could say Gabriel Iglesias.
Yeah.
Or,
Gabriel Iglesias.
Gabriel Iglesias. I like how your eyes changed when you said it. You're like,
Yeah, I was studying. I'm a
Nice.
sponge. I was absorbing it, and then I was trying to catch how you say it. That was nice.
so how are you?
I am wonderful. I'm so happy to have you here. It's
Thank you.
awesome.
Congratulations on the show. This
Thank
is
you.
beautiful.
Thank you.
You know, you can always tell how successful the show is based on the gifts in the green room. Yeah.
Yeah?
Oh no, seriously. Like there's like like sport bottles, but they're not plastic. They're metal.
Okay. That's a good
There's
sign?
a T-shirt that fits. There's yeah, because usually at TV shows they'll give you a T-shirt and it's just like a large. I'm like, really? Really? It's for my dog.
I could get one for the dog too, because I love the animals.
Oh yeah.
I could send you one. So you started out on Nickelodeon? What was that like?
Yeah, I started on Nickelodeon's All That back in 2000.
Wow.
2000.
So you've been in the game. Oh my goodness. How old were you? So how old were you
Right
back then?
there, I was 21 years old. I was the oldest cast member, but I had a very youthful face, and plus I had braces. So I joined season 6 of All That. I was the replacement, I guess, if you will, for Keenan and Kel. They had just spun off and did their own show, and so I came in, and it was I was there for a season, and it was very cool.
And you come from a family of performers?
Well, my dad's side, there's a bunch of mariachis, a lot of singers. There's a few priests. We won't go into that. And one comedian from way back in the day, I found out later on. So yeah, everybody does their own thing.
Okay. Do you sing at all?
You know what? You asking me that is very intimidating because it's like you asking me, hey, or me asking you, hey, do you tell jokes? Do you eat a lot for no reason?
You're so good. He's so quick.
I can sing. I can do karaoke. I can do karaoke, but I gotta be drunk.
You gotta be. Wait.
I gotta be drunk. Yeah. The reason I gotta be drunk, it's not so that I could perform better. It's just so that I don't feel the pressure of people watching me. Because if I'm singing, if you take it serious, I don't want people to go, oh, look at you, mister, trying to go for American Idol or something right here. That's why karaoke's fun, because if you mess up, it's like, yeah, he couldn't hit the note. We knew it.
It's all in fun.
It's all in fun. That's why I'd rather do it in an environment like that versus trying to do it on a professional level. Because there's some people who can sing, and there's some people that can sing, and...
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Thank you. I will tell you, in my family, we take karaoke very seriously.
See that? See it?
Very seriously. It's not for children. It's not for games. So we get real serious about it. So I understand that. Who were some of your inspirations growing up?
Robin Williams, Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
And see, it's funny. A lot of people don't know that Eddie Murphy once was a comedian. Seriously, no, it's crazy to say that, but if you talk to somebody under 25 and you say Eddie Murphy, oh, the guy from Shrek,
that is
or the
true.
guy from these movies, they don't realize that the man was a comedian back in the day. And so between him and Robin Williams, that picture, by the way, interesting story. I was doing a show at the Comedy Magic Club in Hermosa Beach, and it's a show that I did once a month. And so the manager calls me up and he says, hey, listen, I have a comedian who wants to do a guest spot on your show. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool, no problem. And he goes, but the comedian wants to go on after you. And I'm like, okay, that doesn't, you're an entertainer, you know what's up. If your name's on the marquee, nobody goes on after you.
You're the headliner.
You are the headliner.
You're the headliner.
No one goes on after you. So I said, well, who is this comedian? Who is this person? And they said, well, they asked me not to say. I said, well, Richard, it's my show.
Right.
Just tell me. I'm not, he goes, all you have to know is that if you ever have a secret, now you know I can keep it. And I'm like, what kind of 5-year-old mess is that? You know what I mean? I go, just tell me who it is. He goes, don't worry, it's going to be a big deal. So I'm like, all right. So the show happens. I say yes because I need to know who this comedian is. I'm on stage, and they hand me a note during the middle of my set.
In the middle
Please
of your set?
bring him up. And so I tell the crowd, hey, you guys, we got a special guest, and I need to get off the stage. And they're like, no, because they had paid to see my show. And I'm like, yeah, I know, I get it normally. But I said, when you find out who it is, you are gonna forget about me. And everyone's like, no, keep going. I go, no, you don't understand. And so I said, ladies and gentlemen, I go, I can't even, Robin Williams.
Oh my God.
They did not believe me. They did not react. See how you got quiet right now?
Yeah.
Same thing happened over there. Everyone's like, yeah, they didn't believe it. And then I turn around and I look at the curtain and he's not standing there. And I'm like, oh my God, they just pranked me.
Right.
And I didn't realize it, but Robin Williams was standing behind me.
Right behind you?
Yeah, I couldn't see him because he was behind me, and the audience couldn't see him because, But anyway, he went on, and I watched one of my comedy heroes perform like 10 feet away from me, because I just watched from behind the stage. And when he got off stage, that's when I greeted him, and I said, hey, thank you so much for what you did. You're one of the main reasons why I do this. And we took that photo, and that's the one and only time I got to meet him.
Oh my God, and of course you'll never forget it, right?
Yeah.
That is amazing. More with Gabriel, we'll be right back. We're back with Gabriel Iglesias. Yes. Is this the fact that you have on people?
Did you hear that?
Yes, I heard it. What was that?
I don't know, but they need help.
Okay, so you have your face on a hot sauce bottle. How did that come about?
I know, random, right? He's Mexican, that's what happens. So, anyone in the LA area has obviously seen a normal bottle of Tapatio. And Tapatio is a hot sauce that's been around for 50 years. And the family and I got a chance to hang out and meet finally, and they were big fans of my comedy. Plus, I had a joke that I used to do about how my dad was the Tapatio man because my father, a mariachi, and my mom met many years ago, and I didn't grow up with my dad. And so I would ask my mom, what does my dad look like? Do you have any pictures? And she grabbed, she grabbed the hot sauce and she said, that's him. So the family was like, we know you're a big fan of our product, and it's just one of those things that was so organic. So a 50-year anniversary, they wanted to do some special collaboration. So they put my face on the bottle with my dogs, and then we did a second one where it's my father and myself. But I understand that you're a big fan of the hot sauce.
I am.
So I guess I just happened to bring some.
You brought me some? I was hoping you brought me some.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's right here. Thank you.
Yeah.
Let me see.
I love how they brought it like you're gonna drink it.
I just want to make sure. They brought me it look like I got enough for everybody in here. Thank you. Let's talk about your Netflix special. You made history by selling out the Dodger Stadium. Congrats. That is, I gotta get this straight. So you get nervous to do karaoke, but you ain't nervous to perform in front of all of these people?
No, not because it's what I do. I'm a comedian. I get up on stage. What makes me nervous is doing things that are not my norm. So something that's not like singing totally would be like, oh. Yeah. It's different if I'm just singing a quick little Coco song, remember me, and then that's it. Like I can fake it for a couple seconds and then I go back to like, yeah, no, I was just messing around. It went well. We were there 2 nights. And I was super, super happy with the way it turned out. And it's probably,
Congratulations, that is amazing. You get any advice from anyone?
There's not many people you can approach to get advice about performing in a stadium. Like I call Elton John. Can you talk to me, Elton? I must say, just be ready. I don't know. So the only other comics that I knew that had done it were one was Larry the Cable Guy. He did a comedy special a few years ago at a football stadium, and Kevin Hart. And so I spoke to Kevin, and I was like, Kevin, man, and big props to Kevin, because Kevin Hart was the main reason why I decided to go for it. Because I says, you know what? I was there when he taped his special, second row. And just so you know, sitting in the second row at a stadium is still like, being here, and then Kevin's like way over there where the sign's at. It's so big. And so I talked to him, and he goes, dude, it's important for you to have 2 nights. Make sure you have 2 chances so that you can get the timing right. That was the best advice, and I needed that because that first show wasn't as good as the second one. But a big thank you to Kevin for being a friend and for the inspiration, because because of him, I felt like, all right, Kevin could do it, I can do it.
You did it too.
More
with Gabriel. We'll be right back. We're back with Gabriel Iglesias. Let's talk about Magic Mike. It's the you've done 2 movies, right?
I know, everybody's like, they just heard Magic Mike and they're looking up here and they're like, hey.
Baby, what was that like?
Well, I was the only one who didn't get naked. Yeah, no, it's called Magic Mike, not Tragic Mike. You know, it was awesome being part of the cast. I got to do the 2 movies with everybody, and that was like my first real film. I mean, I worked with Steven Soderbergh, Channing Tatum, Matthew McConaughey. I mean, this is a heck of a first run.
It is.
You know, so to be part of that was just an incredible experience. I love the fact that because they had to stay in such great shape.
Yeah.
Because that's not CGI. We didn't have a budget for CGI. Everyone was freaking ripped, and so craft services was empty. It was for me. I just pull up a chair. I'm like, all right, you know. There was no move the line, nothing like that. It was pretty great. So yeah, being in those first 2 was really, really nice.
It sounds like it. What were you doing before you became a comedian?
Before, I had a couple things that I was doing. I sold cell phones.
You did?
For a company called LA Cellular back in the day that eventually became AT&T Wireless. Yeah, that's back when back when phones were a little stronger than now. To let you guys know, I sold a phone called a Motorola PC550 flip phone.
You better sell a phone.
Yeah. That was like, no, seriously, because like now you drop a phone and it's like, oh, I got to go to the kiosk and spend $150 for a new screen, right? Back in the day, if you were on that phone, you could use that phone as a weapon. Like, give me your money. Like, bam! Like, honey, somebody tried to mug me. And so I did that for a few years. And before that, I worked in telemarketing and I even dug ditches. That's a whole nother story. But yeah, it was cool.
Okay, and then you got to do Space Jam.
Yes, I know. It's perfect because we're here at Warner Brothers. I played Speedy Gonzalez, and we actually did some of the recordings a couple stages from here. It was pretty awesome because, I was very familiar with the character, and it was a lot of fun. But I told the producers, I go, look, just because I'm Mexican doesn't mean I can only play the Mexican character.
Good point.
Because I did it, Hola, I'm Speedy Gonzalez de Paz Esmaciano, Mexico. Arriba, pándale, Got it, right?
That was dope.
But I could do I told him I could do the whole film by myself. I could. Well, Marvin the Martian. Oh my modulator. Bugs Bunny. What's up, Doc?
Oh my God.
So yeah. I said, hey, I'll do the whole movie for half plus medical insurance. My favorite part was the fact that they entertained the conversation.
They did?
Yeah, because they're like, you know how much money we could save?
No. You could do them all. But apparently, you want me to sign something for you?
Oh, yes.
What you got?
You know what? I'm not just a guest. I'm a fan. And so I said, you know what? I have this wall at home where I like to put pictures, and I would love it if I could have an autographed picture of you.
I would love to do that. Thank you. I would love to have one of you as well. Uh-oh. What color is my lip? Because I like to kiss the picture,
Oh, yeah, look at that.
Can I sign my name?
Too fluffy. My favorite person ever.
Favorite? Ever.
Ever.
And then I say, mwah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, there we go.
Then, can I give you a J Hud? Is that all right?
Yes. Oh, look at that.
Yay! Thank you. Thank you so much for being here. You're awesome. Don't you just love them? Are you just used to all of this love everywhere you go? Look at you taking it in. You are loved. Yes. Oh my goodness.
And that's why I invite family.
Is that what happened? Because I'm like, you're getting a lot of love. Yes.
Thank you. That was awesome. Thank you.
Yes. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy you're here. Thanks for coming.
I need them at
again.
the gym.
See, I just thought it's just what the energy you bring everywhere you go. This is the second time around because you came last time. I was getting my feet wet and the hosting, and now I'm like here in LA, and the holidays are kicking in. So I was wondering if you had any advice for me how to get in the holiday spirit in LA.
Well, the holiday spirit here is a little bit different than the holiday spirit in Chicago. I've been in Chicago in the wintertime, and man.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Chicago, you clap all you want. You don't need a sweater here. Okay? First time I ever really experienced snow and ice, I was in Elgin, a little bit outside of Chicago,
yes.
and I was doing this little gig, and I was riding around with a promoter in the van, and I saw snow on the side of the street, and I'm like, can I get out of the van and touch it? And he's like, are you serious? I go, I want to touch the snow, and so I got out, and I wanted to do like those old school commercials with the bubble gum where they throw themselves in the snow and make snow angels, the double make commercials. Remember those? I'm over 40. Anyway, I threw myself on the snow, not knowing that snow turns into ice after a couple of days.
Yes,
and yeah, that doesn't happen in California. So what I'm trying to say is, you're gonna have a great time. It's gonna be warm and toasty. It's gonna be nice.
Okay, because that's what I want.
It's gonna be nice.
The fluffs, because I'm a Chicago girl.
Yeah.
And I'm used to
that wind chill. Ooh.
Making snowmen and the wind
Yeah,
chill.
no. It looks pretty on movies, but yeah, it's
different.
It's very
different in person. Okay.
Very different here.
Are you looking forward to the holidays?
And you can get last minute food if you go to the hood, like the Mexican areas. We
Okay.
got, like, you can get tamales.
Yes.
You can get tamales. You can get,
Oh,
all
okay.
these different, pastries and stuff like that. Where usually you have to make, reservations and stuff like that. No, you can just show up last minute. It's really cool.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that's the perks I get.
You get some extra perks. Yeah. You
then
gotta
I
leave
have
somebody in the car though, because. Yeah.
Listen, you are too funny. Okay, tell me about your dog. Your dog just had like a huge milestone.
I have 2 Chihuahuas. One of them, her name is Risa.
Risa.
And Risa, and she is, yes.
Oh, you take them everywhere with
I
you, don't
take
you?
them everywhere. And she had a quinceañera this past year, even though,
I love it.
even though she's about to turn 17, I wanted to throw a big party for her. And
This is too much.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Did she enjoy it? Did she realize it was her moment? This is so cute.
Look at that. Oh, my
And
God.
that she pushing her through.
Yeah, I mean, you could tell it was, yes, that's us at the mall. I'm a dog daddy, so I have a stroller, and I take my dogs everywhere I can. They've been to 30 plus states. They're always on planes or tour buses, hotels, so they're very well traveled. So they're back there just hanging out.
They've been more places and they're here.
Oh yeah, they're back there hanging out.
Oh,
But
yeah,
this quinceañera that I threw for her, I don't have a daughter, and I don't have a relationship, so it was one of those things where I'm like, I just wanted to do something really cool. And originally the idea was I wanted to throw a party to celebrate the Dodger Stadium performance, and I never did, but I set aside money for a party. And I says, you know what, let me make the party about my dog, and I'll enjoy it more. And so everybody that you see there, they're actual friends that came out, people that I've known forever.
Yes.
And of course I said, hey, free food, and more people show up.
Okay.
So that's what happened.
I love it. Did you get the dog a cake at all?
There was cake. Trust me. First of all, a lot of people say, "Oh, did you get her like gourmet dog food?" I'm like,
Yeah.
"No, she was eating filet." Oh yeah.
I wanna
oh yeah.
be the dog,
Filet, carnitas, you name it. She ate everything. She had a good time. Both dogs did.
I love that.
Yeah.
I'm still in that idea because I love doing stuff for my pets.
And people are giving me a hard time. They're like, "Really, really?"
You did
Because
right.
there was over 400 people there. 400 people there. The problem though with throwing a party like that is that word got out how much I spent on it.
Uh-oh.
And then people started coming after me. They're like, do you understand? Do you know what you could have done with that money? And I'm just like, oh my, they're beating me up. One person said, do you know how many people you could have fed? I said, yeah, 400.
400.
It was I got an invoice.
I love this. You're right. You are so funny. You got this tour going on. Tell us about this global tour that you have going.
Yes, and usually it's funny too, because comics, we all love to say it's a world tour, and we made it to like Gardena. It's like, no, this is a legit world tour. We're going to over 20 countries, and starting off, of course, in the U.S., and it's just go, go, go every week, 3 to 4 shows per week, every week until 2026.
That is amazing.
Yes.
What is it like, going to the different countries?
Originally going to some of these places, I wasn't sure if they were gonna, be able to connect or follow along with the humor. Just because, like, for example, with music I feel is universal. Even if they don't understand, they can feel the energy and the beauty of music. Whereas with humor, you have to understand the language and the inner workings and the sarcasm and everything. And fortunately, the whole world might not like us, but they love our entertainment. And so everything works. Everything that I've done on the road has worked, and I try to keep the shows friendly, so there's not an issue.
Yes, and clearly you do, because you're on a global tour.
Nice.
Yes, I love
I
it.
like how you said it too. You're like, global.
And we're back with Gabriel Iglesias.
Sí, Gabriel Iglesias, aquí.
See, I want to say it like that.
Yeah, right?
Come on.
You like that? Okay, what do you want to learn?
How you say it? It sounds so good.
Estamos aquí con Jennifer Hudson en el programa de Jennifer Hudson.
About Jennifer Hudson.
You know, hey, you notice how, like, for some reason, like, I do speak Spanish, but I still think in English. So in order for me to speak Spanish effectively, I have to slow it down or sound different. Notice that when I speak, tengo que hablar en esta manera para hablar. I can't speak in my own voice in Spanish. It's the weirdest thing.
Interesting, because you had a whole new face.
Yeah, I know, right? It's like, yeah, I have to become somebody else in order to pull off Spanish clean. Otherwise, some of you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, you're like, oh, Mexican, right? But then all of a sudden they say, speak Spanish, and you're like, oh, Taco Bell. Viva gorditas. Yeah, it's just kind of, it's very different.
That was really cool.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm learning. You're gonna teach me one day.
Yeah, my posture changes and everything. You're like,
That's how I feel.
oh yeah, on the phone, I'll get you all, hot and bothered, and then I show up and you're like, oh wow, this is different.
Did y'all see how he switched like that? That was dope. Okay, you have sold out several shows. Like, you gotta have some hardcore fans. Like,
oh yeah, I'm like Mexican Taylor Swift.
He's a Mexican Taylor Swift. Whoa. I like how you said that.
I'm Mexican Tay-Tay.
What's the craziest thing you've ever seen a fan do?
Tattoo my face on their head.
Oh, wow.
Yes, they tattooed my face on their. I've had a few fans put tattoos of my, they'll say, sign me. And I'm like,
right.
Sign it. And then I come back, next year and it's a tattoo.
And then they get it.
And yeah. So I've had a few people do that, but to have an actual portrait of my face on someone's face, that's, yeah.
Your face on someone's face.
I know, right? That doesn't sound right nowadays. I had consent. There was consent.
That is real different.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Okay, now listen, I'm a car fanatic, so I want you to teach me more about collecting cars, because you collect cars, right?
I do. I collect cars. I have a Jay Leno starter kit.
Jay?
Basically, well, Jay has a bajillion cars, and yeah, I know, right? He's got a problem.
Whoa.
I started, well, my first car was a 1968 Volkswagen bus that my brother helped me get. And years later, I had gotten an ex-girlfriend her first car back, and I wanted my first car back. So I got one, and one turned into 30. And yeah, so it's all Volkswagens in there on the right side of the picture. And what's really cool about collecting the same car over and over and over, Jay Leno goes, it's stupid. Why you collect the same car? We're friends. I can do that impression. What's cool about having that same car over and over and over in just different variations is that Volkswagen noticed. And next thing I know, I got the president and CEO of Volkswagen showing up to my place to look at my cars.
To look at your car?
Yeah, which I thought was really, really cool. And so, yeah, I got a great relationship with VW.
Clearly. We did just learn that the active strike is now over?
Yeah, during the commercial break. It was so funny and random. Yeah, the strike is over. And it's funny because it's like, okay, so what does that mean exactly?
Yeah.
What it means exactly is we can actually talk about projects that we've been working on officially.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, because don't get me wrong, I like talking about my cars, but I like talking about the fact that I have a Disney show out. Hey!
Talk about your Disney show. Tell us all about it.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Take two. All right. Oh, boy.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I have a show with Tim Allen called The Santa Clauses. It's season 2. It's on Disney Plus, and it's out right now.
Out right now. Y'all hear that? Support all these actors in their work.
It's excited. We were working on the show in June, so it was freaking hot, and we're doing a Christmas show in June.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I'm all bundled up and like wearing overalls and a coat outside, and it's like 80, and I'm like, yeah, it was rough.
That requires some serious acting to get into
that required
character.
some serious acting to not show the sweat. But they gave us these cool machines, these little fans that they would put in our jackets and our pant legs, so that it would keep us, cooler. But it was tough.
You know what? See, next time you should go to Chicago, because then you'll have some snow, and you ain't even got to worry about none of that. We got you.
I'm gonna get myself snowed in is what's gonna happen.
But you'll be dressed for the weather.
Yes, I will.
Congratulations on those projects.
Thank you. Yeah. And so what's really cool is this project is based on the Santa Claus franchise from Tim Allen and Disney many years ago.
Right.
1994 is when the Santa Claus came out, and now they've spun it into a series.
I love that.
So
Christmas and Santa Claus. That's going to be good. Make sure y'all
it's gonna
check
be
it out
good.
because why? It's out now. And we can support it.
And we can talk about it.
And we can, give me 5 for that.
We can talk about it.
We can talk about it. Okay, now another thing I want to talk about, you do some amazing impressions. Who is some of your favorite impressions? What's some of
For
them?
me, like doing voices, the one that always messes people up is when I pull up to drive-thrus and I'm like, oh my God, can I please have a large order of fries, a shake? Yeah, I know, right? That's coming out of me.
And I'd imagine when they see you, it's like, whoa.
It freaks people out. Yeah, I've been doing that for a long time. What's crazy is that I can do all these different voices, but I can't sing, which is weird.
Really?
You know, yeah, and it's like I've tried, and it just I can only fake it for a second, and then the truth comes out.
Yeah. So you couldn't even fake a song.
Exposed.
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 How long does it take you to get a voice down?
I have to hear something or someone long enough, and then kind of just, you know, it's when you're trying to find that sound, and you just keep doing it over and over again until you hear it. And then having amplification doesn't hurt either. But that girl voice, I started doing that when I hit puberty, and I just never been able to stop. Yeah. You know what happened? You hit 11, 12, and you answer the phone. You're like, hello. And like, can I speak to the man of the house? Like, that's me. You know,
Oh, I gotta ask this. So, did you ever like impersonate one of your parents if you ever got in trouble at school and then they had to call your house?
Oh, I would definitely answer the phone. No, sí, deja hablar con mi hijo ahorita. Vamos a ver. I'm going to talk to him. Don't worry. I got it. It's okay. Mijo, what are you doing? I would yell at myself on the phone, you know.
Oh, so you split it.
Oh, yeah.
See, that's a true actor
it was a
right
gift.
there.
It was a gift.
You are a gift. Thank you for coming to see us. Will you come back again?
Heck yeah.
You are amazing.
If you like this video, smash that like button and subscribe to the Jennifer Hudson Show YouTube channel. Check your local listings or visit jenniferhudsonshow.com to see when you can watch full episodes in your area. And don't forget to sign up for the newsletter.